Hi, I'm Sally Alexander, and I'm a recovering momaholic. A momaholic is someone who thinks that they're supposed to be able to do it right all the time. That parenting is just like all the other tasks that I've ever done in my life, and if I worked hard and I did a good job, then yay for me, I'd be great at it. Except that that's not how parenting works. It doesn't work like that at all, really. It's hard, but I kind of think it's not like as hard as a lot of moms I'm talking to are making it. And don't get me wrong, it's hard. Pregnancy is hard. I have 4 kids. 4. They are 7 years apart, and yes, I did mean to have that many, and yes, I did have them that close together on purpose. Thank you so much for asking. But when you have 4 kids, you learn kind of a lot about pregnancy. Pregnancy is hard. My pubic bone separated. That is a thing that can happen to people. Babies are hard. My oldest screamed all the time. Screamed all the time. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm wearing my husband's flannel shirt, trying to nurse the baby, covered in milk and crying in that horrible rocking chair that I thought I needed to have for some reason, and trying to tell her that we're in it together. We're in this together. Please stop screaming. She was 6 weeks old. It's not like she went, oh yeah, I get it. Let's go watch Gilmore Girls. She just kept screaming at me. Toddlers are hard. Toddlers are so hard. One of my sons got stuck in his shirt. He got stuck in his shirt one time. Like couldn't get out of his own clothing stuck in his shirt. I have a master's degree in education, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm helping people out of their shirts. School-age kids are hard. You get those messages from school and they're just ridiculous. They're things like those weird logic problems you used to get when you were a kid, like 5 girls play 5 instruments on 5 different days. What color is Larry's shirt? And you're thinking, was Larry in the problem? I don't know what the answer to this is. You get those messages about snacks, but not every other Thursday, and something about a birthday, and you gotta read this shirt, or I don't even know what reading a shirt means. All of those kinds of things that are really, really just hard. Teens and tweens, man, they're hard. I was a high school teacher and I've known a lot of teenagers. I was talking to a mom the other day whose teenage son got broken up with by his girlfriend while on family vacation. How do you recover from that? I am so sorry that your heart is broken, son, but we're gonna go surfing. Grandma says the waves are out. Like, there's no good moment. We don't even know if we're doing a good job. There's the thought that like maybe one day when they grow up, or maybe when they start parenting their own kids, we're looking for like 40 years from now, we might be able to tell if any of this was a good job. So I get you, it is hard, but the pressure, the I'm not good enough, the deep, dark, I just don't feel like anything I do matters. That part I don't think we need. I have a friend who's a twin, and she tells a story about her mom, really hugely pregnant, and going into the doctor and like putting down her highball glass and putting out her cigarette to go into her x-ray where they're like, oh, guess what? It's twins. And then 2 days later, she had twins and took them home and parented them the best she could. And now they're fine. They're fine. My friend is great. She's fine. They're all fine. But that mom was not walking around every day going, oh my gosh, am I doing the wrong thing for my kid? Is this the best? Is it the best for my family? There is no such thing as the best for my family and the best for your family. There are some best practices, but good grief, there are just too many variables and you don't even know. What might be best for one kid might not be best for the other kid, and there's no way to tell. It's terrifying. A few years ago, I kind of came to this moment. You know, you get those moments, right, in life. I kind of came to this moment where I thought, I feel like we're acting like being competitive perfectionists when it comes to being moms. It's a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing probably in almost anything, unless you're like an Olympic athlete, I guess. But definitely not in parenting. So I started thinking, let's bring that back down to basics. What do I really want to care about? Well, I want to care about being close to my family. That's my first one. Close to my family. I want to care about being a little more simple, like a simpler life. I like that. I don't want so many things on my plate that I don't know where I'm coming or going. And I want to be a little bit freer. Freer to live the way I want to live, freer to do the things that are exciting and passionate to me, things like encouraging other moms. How do I focus on those things? And so I started to try. To focus a little bit more closely, a little bit more simply, a little bit more freely. For me, that's looked like a whole lot of travel because I love to travel, but it might not. It might not for you. And it's been pretty awesome. It's been really hard, but I've learned a lot. And here's the one thing that I really want to tell moms today that I learned. You're doing a great job. You're the best mom. One of the things I realized was in all the other roles I've ever had in my life, because I also quit my job and I now stay home with my kids, one of the things I realized in all of the roles I've ever had in my life, people tell you when you're doing a good job, right? If you do a good job at work, somebody probably notices. You are a good friend, probably somebody says thank you. But that doesn't really happen in mom life. In mom life, you kind of never get any feedback. As we've established, you've got forever, and you may not be doing it right. And nobody ever tells you if you're doing a good job. So I just want to tell you, you're doing a great job. You're the best mom. I want you to think about all the things you've done today that you did right as a mom. Did you get a kid to carpool before you had to walk that kid in and embarrassingly sign them in with the judgy lady at the desk? Good job, you're the best mom. Did you pick a kid up on time? He could have been just sitting out there on the curb for half an hour, but no, you picked that kid up. You are the best mom. Did your kid have on clothes today? I mean, even if it was like a costume and some rain boots, he didn't get frostbite. Good job. You are the best mom. So, repeat after me. I am the best mom. I'm doing a great job. I'm the best mom. That's my gift from me to you today. You're the best mom, and you're doing it right. Good job, Mom.